Hey there guys, I hope you're alright, espero que estén muy bien. Welcome to a pull-up geometry class. Bienvenido a una clase de geometría de pull-up. So today we're all going to have the chance to learn about geometry. Hoy vamos a tener todos la oportunidad de aprender sobre geometría. Do you know what geometry is? ¿Sabes qué es la geometría? Geometry is the part of math that studies shapes. La geometría es la parte de la matemática que estudia las figuras o las formas. It can tell us what a shape it is. Nos puede decir qué forma tiene algo. For example, if it's a circle or a square, si es un círculo o si es un cuadrado. It can tell us if something is flat or it has volume. Puede decirnos si algo es plano o tiene volumen. And also can tell us the attributes of it. Y también nos puede decir las características o atributos de una figura. So let's start with our class today. Okay guys, so we're on week 5 and we're going to talk geometry in this video lesson. And for our schedule, we have Thursday the 23rd, April 2020. So our short date is 04/23. For today's lesson, we're going to be learning, aprendiendo, and usando basic geometry vocabulary. Vocabulario básico de geometría. So first we're going to see some math words. Primero vamos a ver algunas palabras de matemáticas sobre geometría. And then we're going to do IXL skills related to those words. Y después de ver las palabras, vamos a hacer ejercicios de Excel que tienen que ver con esas palabras. Lastly, we're going to check those math words. Y al finalizar, vamos a revisar esas palabras. To see if you understood them. Para que cheques si las entendiste. Or if you need to keep practicing. O si necesitas seguirlas practicando with more IXL exercise. O más ejercicios de Excel. So today we're going to talk about flat figures, solid figures, and attributes. Let's get started. First, we have flat or two-dimensional shapes. Tenemos las figuras planas o de dos dimensiones. Do you know what flat is? ¿Sabes qué significa plano? It means it doesn't have volume. Significa que no tiene volumen. Es decir, es plano. ¿Ok? For example, this sheet of paper. Esta hoja de papel. This sheet of paper is a flat figure. Esta hoja de papel es una figura plana. Because it only has length, porque solo tiene largo, and height, y alto. It doesn't have depth. No tiene volumen o profundidad. Look, it's flat. Es plano. So this is two-dimensional. Esto es de dos dimensiones, or you can also call it flat. O también lo puedes decir plano. Okay? Let's see some examples of flat figures. The circle is a flat figure. The triangle is a flat figure. The square is a flat figure. The rectangle is a flat figure. And the trapezoid is also a flat figure. They are all flat. Todos son planos. They don't have volume. No tienen volumen. ¿Ok? So, remember the words. Recuerda las palabras. These are two-dimensional shapes. Figuras de dos dimensiones. Or flat shapes. Figuras planas. We have the circle, the square, the triangle, the rectangle, and the trapezoid. Okay? Now we can go and practice a skill in IXL. We're going to select flat figures. So let's open it. And let's work on it together. Okay, guys. I'll do the first 5 with you. Voy a hacer las primeros 5 contigo. And the rest you do alone. Y el resto te toca a ti hacerlo solo. What shape is this? ¿Qué figura es esta? Is it a circle or is it a square? This is a circle, so we have to click circle. What shape is this? Is it a triangle or is it a square? I think this is a square, so I'm going to click square. Now I'm going to jump a level so you can see something harder. What shape is this? Is it a circle, a triangle, or a square? It's a triangle, so we have to click triangle and send it. Now a harder one. Is this a circle, a triangle, or a rectangle? This is a rectangle, so I have to click rectangle. What is this? Is it a triangle, a rectangle, or a hexagon? A hexagon is a new type of figure. El hexágono es un nuevo tipo de figura. A hexagon has 6 sides. El hexágono es cualquier figura que tenga 6 lados. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is a hexagon. Así que esto sería un hexágono. Let's see. What shape is this, guys? Is it a triangle, a square, or a rectangle? This is a triangle, so we have to click triangle. Let's see this one. What shape is this? Is it a triangle, a square, or a rectangle? This is a rectangle because it has 2 short sides and 2 long sides. Es un rectángulo porque tiene 2 lados cortos y 2 lados anchos. What is this? Is it a triangle, a square, or a rectangle? This is a triangle because it has 3 sides. Es triángulo porque tiene 3 lados. What is this? How many sides does it have? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 6. How did we call shapes that have 6 sides? ¿Cómo le decíamos a las figuras que tienen 6 lados? They are called hexagon. So we have to click hexagon. Okay, that's about enough. Eso ha de ser suficiente. Now, guys, pause the video, pausen el video, and you can work on this skill until you finish it. Y trabaja en este skill hasta terminarlo. Then you can put play again. Después puedes ponerle play otra vez al video so we can see the next exercise together. Okay? We'll do that, and I will see you in a second. Okay, guys, now to the next topic. Now we have solid or three-dimensional shapes. Ahora tenemos las figuras que son sólidas o de 3 dimensiones. A solid or three-dimensional shape, una figura sólida o tridimensional, is a shape that has depth and volume. Es una figura que tiene ancho, alto, fondo, ¿sí? O volumen. For example, this ball. Por ejemplo, esta bola. This ball is not flat. Esta bola no es plana. It has volume. Tiene volumen. That means it occupies space. Eso significa que ocupa espacio. I can make it flat. No la puedo poner plana. While a flat figure, mientras que una figura plana, doesn't occupy a lot of space. No ocupa mucho espacio. ¿Sí? I can put it flat between my hands. It doesn't occupy space. Y no ocupa espacio. While a three-dimensional shape occupies space. Mientras que una figura tridimensional sí ocupa espacio. Like this ball. Or what else do I have here at hand? Let me see. Okay, guys, I found another figures too. I found a cube. Look, it also occupies space. También ocupa espacio. I found a cylinder. Encontré un cilindro. It also occupies space. También ocupa espacio. It's not flat. And I found a rectangular prism. Y encontré un prisma rectangular. It's like a rectangle, but it has depth. Es como un rectángulo, pero no es plano. Tiene fondo. Miren. It has volume. Occupies space. Ocupa espacio. Okay? So, we saw a cube is a three-dimensional shape. A cylinder is a three-dimensional shape. A rectangular prism is also a three-dimensional shape. And a cone is also a three-dimensional shape. This, like a ball, it's called a sphere. Esto que es una pelota le decimos esfera. And it's also a three-dimensional shape. Remember, all three-dimensional shapes have depth and volume. Recuerda que todas las figuras que tienen 3 dimensiones tienen volumen y fondo. So they occupy space in where you put them. Así que sí ocupan espacio en donde las pongas. They are not flat. No son planas. Now, let's see some exercise for this type of figures. Ahora miremos unos ejercicios para este tipo de figura. So you're going to open it. Okay, guys. So as I was telling you, these are three-dimensional. Estas son de tres dimensiones, or solid, o sólidas, okay? So they occupy space. What kind of figure is this? Is it a cube or is it a sphere? It's a sphere. So we have to click sphere. First one. One. What shape is this? Is it a cube? Is it a cylinder? Or is it a cone? A cone is a figure that has one face on the bottom, que tiene una cara abajo, and a round shape around it. Y una figura redonda con un vértice en ella, ¿ok? So this will be a cone. Eso sería un cono, like a cone of ice cream, un cono de helado. We have to click cone. Now, what shape is this? Is it a cube? Is it a cone, like an ice cream? Or is it a cylinder? This will be a cylinder, so we have to click cylinder. And let's jump. What shape is this? Is it a sphere? Is it a cube? Or is it a cone, like an ice cream? This is a cube. Look, it's seen from the side. Lo están viendo de ladito. So this will be a cube. What is this? What shape is this? Is it a sphere? Is it a cube? Or is it a cone? What is it? I don't have a cone near. If I had a cone near, I will show you, but I don't have a cone here. Sorry. So, oh, we can make one with paper, like we did in class. A funnel is also a cone, like this. See? It's a cone. So this will be a cone. Okay, guys, I think that's about enough. Now try on your own. Ahora inténtalo por tu cuenta. Work on this exercise until you get to 100. Trabaja en este ejercicio hasta que llegues a 100. Meanwhile, you can put pause on the video. Mientras tanto, puedes ponerle pausa al video. And when you're finished, y cuando termines, you can come back with me to the next exercise. Regresas conmigo para el siguiente ejercicio, okay? I'll see you in a minute. Okay, guys, now that you did solid figures and flat figures, ahora que ya viste figuras planas y figuras sólidas, we're going to do an exercise about differentiating flat from solid. Vamos a hacer un ejercicio sobre diferenciar las figuras planas de las figuras sólidas, okay? So you have to check the figure and tell it's a flat one, es decir, si es algo plano, or if it's a solid figure, o si es una figura sólida, with space, que ocupa espacio, okay? With volume, ocupa volumen. Let's check this exercise out. So this shape, is it flat or is it solid? This will be a cylinder. So this will be solid shape because it occupies space, porque sí ocupa espacio. We will have to click solid. Now let's check this. Which shape is solid? ¿Cuál de estas dos figuras es sólida? This hexagon or this cylinder? Well, the solid one, la que ocupa espacio, sólida, will be this one, esta. The other one is just like a piece of paper. La otra está solamente como un pedazo de papel, so it's not solid, no es sólida. Let's click the solid one, the cylinder. Which shape is flat? ¿Qué figura es plana? This circle or this triangular prism, o este prisma triangular. The circle or the triangular prism? I think the one that looks like paper, yo creo que la que se mira como un pedazo de papel y es plano, is the circle. So I have to click on the circle. And the last one. Select all the flat shapes. Selecciona todas las figuras planas. So I only see one that looks like paper. Yo solo miro una que parece papel. it will be the circle, right? Sería el círculo. Because the rest look like they occupy space. Las otras sí se mira como que ocupan espacio. They do have depth. Sí tienen fondo, sí tienen volumen. So it will be only the circle. Now select all the solid shapes. Selecciona todas las figuras sólidas, ¿ok? The three-dimensional shapes. Las figuras que tienen 3 dimensiones. The ones that occupy space. So this and this look like paper. Estas dos se miran como papel. So they are flat. Así que son planas. I will have to click this one and this one because they look like they occupy space. Porque se mira como que ocupan espacio. Like this cube and this rectangular prism. So I will send it. Okay, guys, now it's your turn to do it. Ahora es tu turno para hacerlo. Go to the exercise and complete it. Ve el ejercicio y complétalo. Meanwhile, you can pause the video. Para mientras puede ponerle pausa al video. And when you're over, you can play it again. Y cuando termines, le pones play otra vez para que miremos el último ejercicio. I'll see you in. Okay, guys, we're back at it. And now we will see words for attributes. Ahora vamos a ver las palabras de los atributos. That means the characteristics of shapes. Eso significa que vamos a ver las características de las figuras. Shapes can have 4 basic attributes. Las figuras pueden tener 4 atributos básicos. They can have sides, pueden tener lados. They can have vertex, pueden tener vértices. They can have faces, pueden tener caras. Or they can be composite, o pueden ser compuestas. What does this mean? ¿Qué significan estos? A side is one line that composes a figure. Un lado es una de las líneas que compone una figura. For example, this sheet of paper is made up of 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Esta hoja de papel tiene 4 lados. They also call them edges. También les pueden decir bordes, ¿ok? This has 1, 2, 3, and 4 edges. Esto tiene 4 bordes. Three-dimensional figures also have edges. Las figuras de 3 dimensiones también tienen lados o bordes, ¿ok? This one, for example, has 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only this side. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's this side. 11, 12, because these ones we counted. 13 and 14. This shape has 14 edges. Esta figura tiene 14 bordes, or 14 sides, o 14 lados. ¿Ok? Now let's see vertex. Ahora miremos vértices. Vertex can also be called corners. A los vértices también les decimos esquinas. That means the points where two lines cross. Eso significa el punto en donde dos líneas se tocan. For example, how many corners does this sheet of paper have? This one has 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 vertex. 4 vértices. Or 4 corners. O 4 esquinas. Okay? Let's see this cube now. Ahora miremos este cubo. How many vertex does this cube have? ¿Cuántos vértices tiene este cubo? ¿O cuántas esquinas? It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It has 8 vertices. Tiene 8 vértices, or 8 corners, o 8 esquinas, u 8 esquinas, ¿ok? Now let's see the next one. Faces, caras, ¿ok? There's a thing that you have to know about faces. Hay una cosa que tienes que saber sobre las caras. Flat shapes, la sheet of paper, las figuras planas como esta hoja de papel, only have 2 faces. Solo tienen 2 caras. 1 and 2. That's all there is to a flat shape. Por eso se llaman planas. Because they don't have faces at the sides. Porque no tienen caras en los lados. They only have a front and a back. Solo tienen un frente y una parte trasera. Meanwhile, 3D figures, mientras que las figuras en 3D, tridimensionales o sólidas, have various faces. Tienen varias caras. For example, this cube has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 faces. Tiene 6 caras. So it has a lot of them. Tiene bastantes, ¿verdad? Three-dimensional shapes, las figuras de 3 dimensiones, they got to have, tienen que tener various faces, varias caras, ¿ok? More than 2, más de 2 caras. If they only have, si solamente tuvieran 1 or 2 faces, si solo tienen 2 caras, entonces serían flat, serían planas, ¿ok? Flat shapes, because they only have a front and a back. And composite shapes, y las figuras compuestas. Composite shapes are shapes made out of other shapes. Las figuras compuestas son las que conformamos con otras figuras. For example, this one, por ejemplo esta, it's made up of triangles and a trapezoid. Esta está hecha con 2 triángulos y un trapecio. Composite shapes you can cut and get other shapes out. Las figuras compuestas tú las puedes cortar y sacarles más figuras, ¿ok? While simple shapes, mientras que las figuras simples, you cannot. No se pueden, ¿ok? So, now, or also you only get the same figure. O también las figuras que son simples, si tú la partes en otras figuras, solo te queda la misma figura. For example, a square you can put it in rectangles or you can put it in 4 squares. O lo puedes poner en 4 cuadrados. So it will be mostly simple. Así que sería más que todo simple. Now let's do some exercise to practice attributes. Ahora hagamos unos ejercicios para practicar atributos. First, let's count sides and corners. Primero vamos a hacer uno de contar lados y esquinas. Okay? So we will count in borders or edges. Vamos a contar los lados o los bordes. And we will also count the corners or vertices. También vamos a contar las esquinas o los vértices. Okay? For example, in this one, which shape has 3 sides? ¿Cuál de estas figuras tiene 3 lados? Well, let's count. This one has 1, 2, and 4. And this one has 1, 2, and 3 sides. So the shape that has 3 sides will be this one. Which shape has 5 sides? ¿Qué figura tiene 5 lados? Let's count. This one has 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this one will be the right one. This one has 5 sides. Which shape has 4 sides? ¿Qué figura tiene 4 lados? Let's count. This one has 1, 2, 3. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one has 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the one that has 4 sides will be this one. Now comes corners. Ahora vienen las esquinas. Which shape has 3 corners? ¿Qué figura tiene 3 esquinas? Let's count the corners. Contemos las esquinas. The points where 2 lines connect. Los puntos en donde 2 líneas se tocan. Okay? Let's count. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 corners or vertex. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 corners or vertices. And this one has 1, 2, 3 corners. So the one with 3 corners will be this one. To send it. Only sides, okay. Which, this says, pick all the shapes that has 4 sides. Elige todas las figuras que tengan 4 lados. So we have to count them. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No? 1, 2, 3, 4? Yes. This one I select. 1, 2, 3, 4? Yes. So I select 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 sides. These all have 4 sides. Also says sides, 3 sides. So 1, 2, 3. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. So only these 2. Pick all the shapes with 5 sides. Let's see. 1, 2, 4, 5. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, these ones. Pick all the shapes with 6 corners. Elige todas las que tengan 6 esquinas. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. No, only 3 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one has 6 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one has 6 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also have 6 corners. Okay, now it's your turn. Ahora es tu turno. Try it and get it to 100. Inténtalo y llévalo hasta el 100, ¿ok? When you finish, you can unpause the video. Cuando termines, le quitas pausa al video and we can do the next exercise together, ¿ok? See you in a minute. Okay, guys, and our last exercise is going to be with 3D figures. Nuestro último ejercicio va a ser encontrarle atributos a las figuras de 3 dimensiones, ¿ok? Solid figures, figuras sólidas. So let's open the skill and practice some together. Okay, guys, so let's see. How many faces does this shape have? ¿Cuántas caras tiene esta figura? Remember, faces are the each of the, how do you say that? Each of the surfaces of an object. Cada una de las superficies de los lados de una figura. ¿Ok? So, how many faces does this shape have? ¿Cuántas caras tiene esta figura? This is a rectangular prism. Este es un prisma rectangular. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It has 6 faces. So I have to write 6. Faces again. How many faces for this one? Let's see. This is a triangular prism. So it has 1 here, 1 here, 1 on the bottom, 1 on the back. Tiene una aquí, una aquí, una aquí, una aquí. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. It has 4 faces. How many faces does this shape have? Let's count. 1 on the front, 2, 3, the one that is on the side, 4, the one that is on the back, and 5, the one that is on the bottom, so it has 5 faces. How many vertices does this shape have? ¿Cuántos vértices tiene esta figura? Remember, the vertices are the places where the lines meet. Recuerda que los vértices son los lados en donde se encuentran las líneas. They also are called corners. También les puedes decir esquinas, ¿ok? So this one has 1 here, 2, 3, and 4. It has 4 vertices. We only are missing edges. This one, how many vertices? Let's count. 1 at the top, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It has 5 vertices. Vertices again. I want edges. I can show you. Oh, this one has edges. See. How many edges does the shape have? ¿Cuántos bordes tiene esta figura? Remember, the edges are the sides. Los bordes también se les llaman lados, pero en una figura 3D, a 3D shape or a solid shape, they are called, se llaman edges, filos, okay, o bordes. So this shape has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It has 9. Tiene 9 bordes. Okay, now it's your turn. Ahora es tu turno. Work on this until you get to 100. Trabaja en esto hasta que llegues al 100. And then you can unpause the video. Después le quitas pausa el video and you can keep working with me. Okay? See you in a minute. Okay, guys. And that's all for today. Y eso es todo para hoy. Just let's check your math words. Solo revisemos tus palabras de matemáticas, ¿sí? Okay. These ones were two-dimensional shapes, figuras de 2 dimensiones, or flat shapes, o figuras planas, ¿ok? These were three-dimensional shapes. Estas eran figuras de 3 dimensiones, or solid shapes, o figuras sólidas. They are the ones that have volume. Son las que tienen volumen. They have various faces y tienen varias caras. They also have a lot of vertices. También tienen muchas esquinas o vértices. Okay? And what are the attributes of figures? ¿Cuáles pueden ser atributos de una figura? Well, they have sides, pueden tener lados. They can have vertices, pueden tener esquinas o vértices. They can have faces, pueden tener caras. And they can be composite, pueden estar compuestas. Okay? They can be made out other figures. Pueden estar hechas con otras figuras. So that will be all for today, guys. Eso sería todo por hoy. I hope you enjoyed your lesson. Espero que hayas disfrutado tu lección. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.